Suraj, having seen some of these, there will be some focus on it either way. But should it be a question of what kind of focus should be on that? Or should it just be disregarded and move on? Because politicians will talk about it.
Well, I think it's very interesting. It's rather unfortunate again that we're having this from the essay to the president on media, and
Why
we only pray that you would not end up also hearing later that the president would come and hone that process and action, like he has come to contradict some of those things that were denied by the essay in previous instances. But the unfortunate thing that is also very worrisome is the denial that you get to see with presidency and leadership in this country. As a human rights activist, there's a freedom of expression that should be allowed in the system and should be respected. For those who probably have pasted those posters, they have the right to go and do that. If they are satisfied with what is happening with the system, if they are satisfied with the performance of the president, they should be freely allowed to go and do that. What Ruben Abatia said is that it was not, the president has not launched a campaign. This did not come from the president. It didn't say this did not enjoy the support of the president. So all those are the semantics that you want to look at it.
Does it have to say that?
No. So it's to tell you that Nigerians are not really deceived when you just come out on the media and then start spewing this kind of dissent.
In what context do you say that? Because previously, the president has said time and again that, listen, look, I'd rather focus on what I'm here for first. When the time comes.
No, but we've had that severally, and we've seen it happen as well. No, there's really.
Why don't you believe it?
I would give you instances. Even during the military era, people would come out and say, we don't want this to happen. People like Ganifa Wemi, Femi Falana, and a couple of Anbekora and some Kuti came out to say they don't want Babangida to contest under the 1993 election. And they were arrested and put in prison. Others, like ABN, came out and said Babangida should continue, even being sponsored by the state, even to the extent that they called for the annulment of the June 12, 1993 election. So you have antecedents. I would give you a very close and relevant instance. This is where in Nigeria, owns a PDP member, and quote me, also do your findings. A PDP member comes out to either oppose the leadership of the party or oppose an elected officer of the party, either at the state or the national level. You stand either sanctioned, you are first warned, sanctioned, and ultimately expelled from the party. But we've seen an instance where a member of the PDP has gone to court since last year to say he's challenging the president from contesting the 2015 election.
Which is within his right to go to court.
Which is within his right to go to court. But I'm saying even within the party, as up till today, you've not had any instance of where this guy is either being warned or is being sanctioned.
Which guy? The person who went to court?
The person who has gone to court.
You think he should be warned or sanctioned?
No, I'm giving you instances of how you see that happen. Once that a member of the party, they tell you it's a family affair, and they will immediately come out to dissociate the party from such an element.
What's the link with this one?
I'm telling you that you see a build-up from even last year that there's going to be the interest of the president come 2015 election. And this is where you see the build-up. It is within his right as the president, as the current sitting president, to even contest in 2015. And that's why I said the people who pasted those posters have their rights to even do that without the essay to the president coming out to start saying all those that is just said. It's within their right to do that. If they want unemployment to continue, they want bad roads to continue, they want dilapidated...
Part of the thing is you don't believe that it's not enjoying the support. That's what you used.
No,
it's enjoying the support of what, the president? Is that what you said?
No, the person of those posters. No. Nobody is going to tell me that they don't enjoy the support of the president. Even the president won't convince. The president can't convince himself. not even Nigerians, cannot convince himself
Why
to
not?
say he's not associated, because everybody knows this is the same thing that has been happening. They've done it, they've used it time and time over. When Obasanjo was mobilizing using the political reform conference during the third term agenda, he came out, only himself was talking to himself and saying, I'm not interested in the third term agenda. But everybody in Nigeria, in the political reform conference, knew he was doing third term, and even Susan Rice came out to say he was interested. He even lobbied George Bush to support him for third term agenda. So you see all these things, especially from the presidency, where they're doing A, they will come and tell you, no, we're doing B.
It looks like maybe an unfair assessment to some, because maybe because of the skepticism that or the cynicism that you've held with past government. You're trying to put that on the same government.
No, I started with this government.
Yes, because the comparison concerning those who want to contest or not is something that you say, well, perhaps definitely they will be having the support of the government. Because we have seen some people who have shown no interest in whatever position, and people will come out with posters for them on their behalf and say, look, you are our anointed one, we want you to go. So perhaps what we're saying, since the president knows that this could also be a violation of the Electoral Act, knowing full well that, well, it's not time for campaign.
No, I don't think the Electoral Act even restricts anybody, and that's why I said, it is completely just unnecessary.
Good.
And people can express their wish. They can express their desire.
So you're saying that the denial is not...
It is completely unnecessary. And that it is the denial that many times gives the government away as the sponsors of many of these actions. Because the people who have done that violate no law. And they have their right. Just like some people have the right to also come out tomorrow and should not be arrested or detained or harassed to say, we don't want Jonathan come 2015. People should be allowed to go to the street and protest and say, we don't want President Jonathan come 2015. Someone has just, a senior member of the PDP has just gone to court to say that the president and the government should remove fuel subsidy now, because they've said it's not sustainable anyway. So it is within his right to go and do that. Nigerians and others should also be allowed within their right to say, no, the fuel subsidy should remain. People should be allowed to protest and should not be harassed like they did the last year by putting the soldiers on the streets to chase people away, and that is violating the rights of the people. So within the ambit of the law, it is allowed, it is permissible. People can say, yes, we want Jonathan come 2015, but the basic thing that will concern Nigerians as a measure of assessment is to say, okay, we've had last year. What are the indices for us to say, let the president continue?